Hello, everybody. We are back, and this time we're back with Harbourlight. So we've switched over to my game, so I will be running now. But let's do a quick startup. So I've got a startup animation at the start of every one of my things. Makes it easier to index them. So. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and those who do not fit into the above categories. And welcome to the Iceni Broadcasting System. Tonight, bringing to you Dungeons and Dragons Harbourlight, which, for those of you who aren't familiar, is the tabletop one I've been running. This is session 34 now. I did check.
Oh, Jesus,
Session 34.
And I am joined tonight by my players. I refuse to say wonderful because I have been dealing with a certain person doing terrible things. So
At least you didn't fall asleep.
Sorry?
At least you didn't fall asleep.
That. In my defense, I had 2 hours sleep. So, yeah. First up, would you care to introduce yourself and your character?
I am Toby. I am playing Ozzy, the Tiefling Bard.
I'm James. I'm playing Croc, the Rogue Lupin.
Hello, I am Edward. I am playing Kazemoto Ichiro.
Bless you.
There you go. I've been missing that. Am I in frame?
Yeah,
In frame?
these guys
Cool.
were slightly out, so.
The Air Genasi Samurai Fighter.
I presume it's me now because we've,
Nope.
we've met him now.
Oh, we haven't met him. Introduce yourself, but wait for your character.
I am Luke. I'm Lawrence, and I'm playing Chino, or Baby Chino, the Wood Elven Monk.
Every time you do it, there's that little Captain Chino. Every time, like you're so pleased with yourself.
He's old, alright? He only gets a little amount of time left.
Take it while you can, I guess.
What am I? Hello, I'm Dave, and I am Rigatoni, the Hill Dwarf Cleric.
So, before we get started, I will give a quick introduction since this has been a while since people have seen this one. We are in a world that is in the 1730s, and from the perspective of in-universe, it feels like the 1930s of our world. There are cars, there is technology, but also there is magic. However, magic doesn't work as it would in a normal D&D world. Here, you don't automatically regenerate your spells on a rest. You don't get back your health on a rest. Instead, you must first consume essence to regenerate your magical abilities. Magic items, too, must be immersed in essence regularly in order for them to continue working. And these guys have been away for a month because they completed a big mission and needed a cooldown. So, while you have been away, I'm going to go around the table and ask each of you, apart from yourself, because we'll be doing something different for you, what your character has been doing in the intervening time. Is anybody who would like to start, who might have an idea of what they've already done?
Building guns.
No!
Bombs.
No!
Really?
No! Making loads of money? Yes!
It's black to me.
So, I have been...
Single-handedly tanking the US economy.
What is it when they Galentine?
Oh, the
Yeah, came the
Galentine economy.
president.
No, what is it when they... What's it called? Quantitative easing.
Quantitative
That's the
easing.
correct term for when the government prints more money.
Huh?
So I have
You mean debasing?
So I have been quantitative easing money from my lovely ability.
Okay, you've been doing that every day.
Ah,
So you've been taking essence
He's
every day.
He's a forge cleric.
well, I worked out that I actually still make money if I spend enough money a day to get essence. I have actually still got enough to make more money. So there is a chart of
Yes, but the trouble being, obviously, the more essence you buy, the more essence it will cost.
no, because if I don't level up,
But you're still buying essence.
yes.
Is somebody gonna be doing this fucking essence farm that we were talking about with the mushrooms
So-
and shit?
It's not
Should need to be
super
doing
important that
That's what
I
we were
make
gonna
large
set up.
amounts of
We
money,
need to clean
but
the
I will
cannons
make
out
a
as well.
quantity of money over the time.
Okay.
I think IRS gonna
guys?
notice him buying shit tons of essence.
Guys, well, it depends on where he's buying it. So, you have spent 30 days basically making money, and you've been doing it every day.
No, not every day.
All right.
Because I want to use my abilities to help with my forging that I want to do over the month anyway.
Okay.
So
What
that's
are you forging?
I want to work on my special watch that I was designing.
Okay.
So I wanted to create a watch that you
Yes,
could.
I am aware of what you're doing.
So
with this
for
thing.
30 days, I wanted to work on that, and I will obviously use my replication abilities when necessary.
All right. I would like you
for-
to. I would like you to make me an Arcana check. This will be a reflection of how well you do at designing and implementing this.
Ooh. $17.
17. Okay. You've done a pretty good job of figuring out what you need to do for this, but you still know that it's going to take you around 15 days to complete the actual work of it. So you'll have about half the time of this month you'll be spending working on this thing dedicated. So you'd have 15 days that you could spend on other things.
Okay.
However, you will have this thing completed by the end of the month.
Cool. So I wanted to create that, and on top of that, I also want to spend any excess money I made to buy some pews for the church.
Okay. That's furniture. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Give me a moment, because I'm pretty sure I did actually do a price for furniture, for fuck's sake.
You did.
Because you did a price for everything.
No, there's
No,
been a
we
few
need it
things.
for everything.
Well,
Hold on. I don't care if this version of the browser is no longer supported. Just do the fucking search function.
price for
So I'll probably have to go to a furniture maker, won't I, for pews, because they're not.
Yes, but we're not doing a
not fucking shit.
role play
No money.
for that, because this is going to be like stuff you've been doing during the break.
But he's on guard with his money. Considering that.
You didn't notice there should actually be 6 copper coins in there, not 5.
How do you spell furniture, folks?
FURNITU.
You don't have a dedicated furniture price, so I'm going to have to come up with this off the cuff. So pews, they're a basic wooden thing, but they are a little bit specialised because this is like ecclesiastical supplies. If you make me an investigation check, see if we can find a suitable one to build them.
Can you guide yourself?
You could guide. Yeah.
I'm just checking.
You know what people can
Oh,
put down there?
by the way,
Physical thing.
Luke, we will be sorting out your money when we get round to you on the table.
Alright.
So don't worry.
Yeah, I didn't know how you want to work out.
Actually, guys, we forgot to get the money tables out.
The money
It's not
tables.
They're
Shit.
just up there above the cars.
Yeah, I got it.
Right. So, what did you get?
8.
So
That's
we've been,
not good.
have you been decking out the
Oi.
church? Is that what you
I do actually have inspiration, so hang on a minute.
Yep, you can use that. Better?
23. Oh, yeah.
You're able to get in contact with a local to Harbourlight, but not in the city himself. He's slightly outside the city. Furniture maker who does specialise in doing ecclesiastical supplies and similar. So, could you? Thank you. You didn't have it. Ecclesiastical supplies, and they are more than happy to do you pews. Each pew, I'm going to say, is going to cost you. Because it's pretty good timber you're going to be using for this, right? You don't want just cheap
Yeah,
shit.
I want it to be a proper church.
I'm going to say $10 a pew. It should give you some decent, good quality, hard-wearing oak furniture.
How much gold can I make per long rest? It's twice. I can do.
It's 10 coins because it's 10 items.
So it's 10 coins per short rest, and I can do this twice a day if I needed to.
But you have to use essence every day if you do.
Yes.
And you have to use essence every day you work on the watch.
So I will need
have
to
to
buy 50. Right. So I need to buy 15 days worth of essence.
No, 30 days of essence. Because if you're using your abilities every day,
Well, no, I said I'll only use. I'll do the 15 days for the thing, and then a few days for the money. I don't want to flood the market too much with that. So I can get 20. How much? Oh, how much essence do we need at level 6 for a long rest?
We need. Where's that going? There is one. Level 6, we need long rest, did you say?
Yes.
We need 3 per long rest.
And how much is 3 essence?
Depends on what quality.
Well, no, it's so that would be 3 high. Oh, it's 15 at the moment, is there? So that's 15, 30, 45.
15? I've got 14.
You said 15 allowed there.
A high quality costs 15.
No, high quality costs 14.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you need 3 per long rest.
Oh, come on.
So 14. Let's do the math here. 14 times 3 times 15.
You boys good down there?
Yeah, we're just planning while he's thinking.
Wait, yeah. Well, yeah.
That's fair.
We were trying to do it unobtrusively, but I don't think we succeeded, did we?
You cannot whisper. You stage whisper.
It's rather amusing.
It is.
Does he talk louder than me
down
when
there
he
and find
whispers?
No. Stage whisper is a little bit quieter than your speaking voice.
But not much.
There we go. He can.
That's well done.
Because it's not automatic.
Anyway,
This rice pudding's really good.
That does look like
You're gonna get.
Oh!
I'm glad.
Me too.
Well,
Look at that sideways while staring at it.
Okay.
What the swing?
When you use your channel divinity, you choose create effect. You must then finish a short rest to use your divinity again. Only a short.
which still takes.
Yes. So actually, I only need to do a short rest each day to be able to do it right.
Yeah, if you want to do your channel divinity thing, you can, if you have the appropriate amount of essence, you can squeeze out 4 in a day.
And that's doing short
But
rests. So
what you
If I
need
do-
is
so-
you need a long's rest worth of essence every day, but you can get 4 in a day.
right.
So you can use more essence to get more uses. Yes.
So I need a long rest's worth of essence to be able to do my channel divinity 4 times.
Yes.
So I need to spend
2 hours of your day must be spent.
yes. So I need to spend 14 times 3, which is 10, 20, 30, 40. 14 times 3 equals 40.
This is why I really don't like having to do.
Yeah. So
calculations like
it
this.
costs.
You're going to be banning fucking Forge clerics from this point on, aren't you?
No, I'm banning it from him.
So hypothetically, doing it correctly, it will cost me 2 gold a day to be able to do 4 channel divinity.
At the current prices, yes.
Yes.
Yes, you're gonna-
So that means that over 30 days, I need to spend 60 gold.
Might I suggest that people have a look at the price list because it is available for you.
This is
we need to buy our essence before we put in floods.
Where is it?
So I will need. No.
We haven't.
Not that I actually need it. I don't need it for the rest of that.
So can I?
Then the-
Oh,
You're
can
on
I
the chat
swap-
already, aren't you?
give you 60, so I need 40 back.
Try,
It's been in the cupboard and it got folded a bit.
And got ripped as well.
Sorry, do you mind?
Yes. There.
Huh.
Oh, shit. There's a mosh pit
Oh yeah, they're all
back.
they must have pinched in the drawer.
So you need 40 back.
40 back.
Okay.
So that covers all of my essence for 30 days.
Okay.
Hooray.
So you get that at the current prices.
Okay,
And
it'll
I
be
will
somewhere in here.
make my thing
Priceless. There you go. You're
and
welcome.
20. Let me just double check those.
how much,
two
yeah,
individuals.
how much did you say I needed to spend for pews?
Pews is $10 per pew. I will say that the place can probably fit somewhere around 20 pews, but you don't have to get them all at once.
Shall we spend some of the kitty money on making the church look like a church?
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea for tax reasons.
Yep.
Shiny 100 here, so we could get 10 pews, so 5 aside to start with.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
So we get 5 aside. We need what do you call it? The lectern and pulpit. Pulpit.
Yeah,
Yes.
all good.
I would say that it would take the guy who's making these a lot of time to make them. So over the course of the month, I'll say he could do up to 10 items.
Right.
So he's done 5 pews. Oh, it's 5 per side, isn't it?
Yes.
So he's done 10 items. So 10 items for now.
Could he squeeze in a
5
pulpit
aside.
just to finish off the?
Not at this time.
Oh, okay.
But you can easily explain that the guy you've got
Should
doing the
Should we do
stuff-
9? So one's one less for coming in the door.
How many did they say could?
You can do
fit
10
in it?
items a day, and
No,
we
no,
could fit
10
20
items per the month.
per month. So if we get 9 pews and a pulpit,
A lectern.
a lectern, yeah,
Yeah.
and that
sure.
way we've got a functional church, then, haven't we?
Yeah, that sounds good
That
for,
sounds
for,
reasonable.
for the tax man. That sounds good.
So you attend to that. You
Yeah.
have a lectern set up.
And I make my magical watch as well, do I?
Yes, you do make the magical watch. What would you like to call this abomination?
I will call it the.
I'm seriously let him make this.
On his headbeard.
It'd be hilarious.
I'm sure there'll be the consequences.
Have you chosen the 10
No,
creatures?
I haven't because I completely forgot about doing this, and you didn't send me any information about it, so I
Could
couldn't
ring
do
a
it.
timer.
What?
No, it does a specific thing, and it is very annoying.
No,
No,
I
he
was
was
making
calling
a
it the rigor timer. No, that James suggested we call it
The what?
the rigor timer.
Yes, I will call it the rigor timer.
Oh, Jesus.
2 weeks without being able to make puns.
I assume you finish this at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Excellent. You will have to immerse this in essence every week. So you'll need to give a dose of essence at, I'll say, normal quality once a week for the item. And that applies to any magical item that is not covered by the starting trait things that you guys have access to.
How much essence do you need to cover?
Sorry?
How much essence?
1 dose at normal quality.
Oh, because I've got really I've got everything.
Is your your one is your one was given to you, but you do need to re-immerse it. Yes.
I asked
But
anybody
it's-
in the group.
Sure.
Would anybody like to try my watch?
No.
What is it? What does it do?
I do not have stats for it, so no.
It's effectively a wild shape.
Also, this is individual stuff right now. We are not doing anything with anybody else. You are focusing
What
on
else?
you want
It's with
to.
the druid thing.
Yes.
So does this mean like give me time to kind of like travel in?
Yeah, basically. So,
So that's it. I'm sorting out the
but
church.
also they're on cooldown from having done a lot of stuff and drawing some attention.
If I get any other spare time, I'll use the forges to make any fixtures or fittings we need, like
Yeah, I'll say that you can
hinges
do like
and
I'll say that you can
door locks.
yeah,
Yeah.
the basic stuff. Maybe a few bits of decoration for the altar.
Yeah.
Beds.
Yeah, I can make some bed frames.
You'll need to buy mattresses.
Yeah, all the actual frames and stuff I can make. That's
I
deals.
will say that that's doable because there's materials on site.
Yeah.
And are you at any point going into the category?
No, I'm leaving that because that's going to be something of an adventure in itself, I think,
Okay.
for us. So,
Fair enough.
but yeah, I will make bed frames, like fixing to anything that anybody else that's small and simple.
Well, to be
maybe.
fair, you've already done a lot of stuff.
All right, but yeah.
So that's how you spend your time.
Yes.
Excellent.
Very productive.
Who would like to go next?
We kind of have a joint one.
We do. We do a little bit of a joint one.
This is supposed to be individual, but I'll hear you out.
So, well, we've got a month, right?
Yes.
So the first 2 weeks of
Specifically, I'm going to say it's 30 days a month for the sake of just administrative certain.
So the first 2 weeks of both of ours are going to be independent, but we would both like to begin working on the old essence farm that we're going to be putting in the basement of the church.
Okay. How much do you guys know about making essence?
Well, that's where you come in. Go.
I was going to spend my time finding contacts that know about Essence, or find contacts that have books that know about Essence.
You can make me an investigation check, or I would allow you to use a persuasion check instead. You could also try an intimidation check.
I'll try persuasion, please.
May I help him in this endeavour?
If you two are working together, I will allow that.
Cool.
Yep. There.
Thank you for the advantage.
You're very welcome.
20.
Hey, the Wanderer Man. Good to see you. Whatever you want, there's always a catch. You either always get the smell of Play-Doh, or there's always have jelly in your shoes.
What's this? The wild magic revision?
No, this is a suggestion from chat.
Right. Okay.
Suggest don't go in the basement.
Oh no, we're not yet. No, we're just gathering the supplies for it.
Okay.
Down
So,
right.
what did you get?
Because I know that's going to be a thing.
20.
20. You are able, with a bit of sweet talking and schmoozing around, talking around various people, you're able to get in contact with a couple of people who are known to do essence refining. And you make it clear that you're not looking to break into the market commercially. You're looking for personal supply. That smooths things over a bit.
Good.
So people aren't immediately like, "You're trying to break into my market, boy." It's more like, all right, okay. So you're looking to buy stuff from us?
Yes. Yes, we are.
What? All right. You start talking with this guy. You get in contact with a couple of other people, and you're put in contact with somebody at the university who builds distilling equipment.
Ooh, yes, this is good. This is good. This is what we wanted.
Your contact at the university is a bit of a odd one.
They usually are.
The guy is a lizard folk who is very high on his own supply.
Right.
He's not just making essence. This guy's making other stuff. Every time you see him, one of his eyes is looking in a different direction. Is just sort of snooping around the place. That's not normal for lizard folk. One is focused on you like a laser. This one's looking around, and then suddenly it'll just go.
Oh.
You got a 20. I'm going to say he's going to be pretty reasonable at this. He's going to tell you that he can put you together a distilling set that's able to produce. How big of a production are you looking to make?
Not that big, are we? Because we don't want it too big to be noticed by other gangs.
If we're
We want it
covering,
to
like, if we're covering our own expenses, I think that's sort
not
of
all of our expenses,
minimum.
just some.
Well,
Because if we cover all of our expenses, some people might notice.
no, well,
you could always expand
see,
in
we'll see.
future.
Unless we can expand in the
I
future.
mean, we're level 6 currently, so the long rest takes 3 points worth of essence per
I have a
guy.
feeling that the good doctor we buy from
15,
probably pays protection money.
maybe. Well, we can but ask, I suppose.
So
We'd need a setup currently, obviously, because you're not yet introduced to the party. We'd need to be making 15 essence points per day, really.
He tells you that that's going to be pretty pricey. He can
Yeah.
sell you one which will do 10 essence doses a day
That'll do.
for 500.
okay.
Okay, yeah.
However, you'll need to supply the materials.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
While we're here, do you mind if I jump in on this as well?
Of course.
While we're here, with regards to materials, what kind of stuff would you recommend for personal use? Something easy to grow, something that is not obtrusive.
Flowering plants.
Mushrooms?
Not tried. Interesting.
But possible, theoretically?
I've heard of it done. Never done it. It should work.
Both can be, well, I'll tell you what, flowering plants would make.
He's
Okay.
just one looks at you, one looks at you. Just if you decide to use other stuff, you'll get higher quality or quicker.
Naturally.
Good to know.
I don't know, 10 units of essence is pretty fucking
It
good.
is very good. 500, you said, yes.
It'll take me probably a couple of weeks to get all the bits and bobs together.
Okay.
Assuming I don't get into trouble.
That's you.
you-
I mean, how are you planning on payment? Do you want the whole thing up front, or are you happy with half now, half at job completion?
I'll take half now.
Okay.
May we raid the kitty, please?
So 250?
Yeah, for 250 now.
Yes,
And
ignore,
then put another 250 aside.
ignore the fact I have $600 on me currently.
Well, I mean, if you want to contribute more, you're
If you
welcome
want,
to.
folks, because this is taking in a couple of weeks and this is taking place over a month, you could actually have it all delivered for you.
If everyone's happy with that, then for the sake of the party, I'm happy to do that.
Bear in mind, we haven't actually counted out the suitcase money we got yet either.
No.
Hey, so we may be getting some of that back.
So how much do you need?
500. It's a lot, but at the end of the day, this is going to save us money in the long run.
2, 3, 4, 5,
So,
7.
when we got some time to ourselves, I'll say to you,
So we're paying all 500 now.
Yes.
flowering plants.
Mm.
Wrong accent, don't give a shit. No one ever really notices flowers in a church.
No, I was thinking exactly the same thing. And a little flower garden out front might make the whole thing look really rather appealing.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think that's a better idea than mushrooms.
Why not both?
Both.
If we have both, then we've got double the materials.
And we can use some of those mushrooms to keep our gird in the woods satiated.
I like your thinking. Yeah.
Okay, so
Mhm.
that's what you guys are working on over the course of the month. Is there any small projects you want to do? Because I will say that you've still got a couple of days each.
As an personal project, I would like to be attempting to strengthen my connection within the Yakuza currently.
Okay, make me a social role of some type. You can either choose persuasion, which is going to be like smooching,
Mm-hmm.
or you can choose an intimidation, which is you're trying to show your dominance.
No, I will be persuading. I will be schmoozing with the higher ups, or attempting to at least. If I got I don't have an inspo. That's 9 grand total.
You don't seem to make any progress. You don't seem to have offended anybody, but you haven't really made any progress. There's one slight fuck up, but it's not a significant thing.
Fair. Okay. Well, I'm learning at the very
Yeah.
least.
Okay, is that both of you satisfied?
You got some personal time if you want.
Could work on your car.
I was just trying to see the stats of my car to see how much it would cost to get it repaired.
The stats of your car. You have the Renault. Sorry, not Renault. It's not called Renault. It's La Roche. You have the La Roche, don't you?
I'm trying to find where it is on the character sheet. So no, where it is.
Two sets of information sheet open.
Vehicle. Here.
Did you just say, come here, bitch?
Look at my character sheet.
Come hither, bitch.
What is it called?
You thought of what you were going to be doing?
Yeah, I think it's been major.
Okay. So it's taken 2 points of quality damage.
Okay, you definitely want to get that fixed then.
Oh, it still kind of looks like it.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. I need to scroll down a bit because it's been a while since I've done the vehicle list. There it is. So, to repair 2 units of damage, if I go down to vehicle rules repairs, vehicles can be repaired for 10% of the vehicle's average price for +1 of quality. Unless it is above its starting quality, then it becomes 20%. Repair times are usually 1 day per +1 until starting quality is reached, then 1 week per +1 above starting quality.
2 people I put together.
Gentlemen, contain yourselves.
We're trying. Sorry.
It's that raw. It's
That
that
raw sexual energy.
yes.
How do you feel being stuck between that two moves?
Send help.
Please, children. Well, please, people. He's just a child.
Yeah, you are. Actually.
It's kind of funky.
Well, are you 18?
The 8th of September.
You're 18 in September. Oh, very well.
How's it feeling, James, not to be the youngest anymore?
What? I got 3 of the cards!
Until he goes back.
No.
What
Okay.
time do you go back?
Not big.
We still got that.
Oh, fair.
Still waiting on into. Right then, your car was. Can you give me the name of it?
The La Roche Coupe.
No, the full name.
Oh, I don't write down the full fucking name.
Shall I bring up the price list?
You have a list of the cars, don't you, Toby?
I have the full list here. I need to know the name of it in order to do it. You really need to write this stuff down, folks. Was it the Monoquattro?
James's car is.
Also, you need to write down the starting price for your vehicles.
I haven't got a vehicle anymore. Mine went over the edge of a cliff.
It did. Don't worry, you could buy one while you're away.
I'm sure we can nick one.
Oh yeah, you could totally do that as one of your actions during your downtime.
Although we do still have.
La
a few.
Roche
Yeah, exactly.
is the.
I believe it was the Monoquattro. If you check in the vehicle's images in the Discord, there is actually one that I made of your car, and its name is on there.
I don't have it. It's not in my list.
So if you check on the Discord,
Yeah.
because that will be the quickest way of doing it.
Good night.
I believe it was the Monoquattro.
I think so.
Images, yeah.
Vehicles, maybe.
What is this list of fucking cars? Jeez. So many.
That's a break.
God. La Roche, finally. Here we go.
I believe it was the Monoquattro, and it's the coupe version, so it's towards the cheaper end. I'm going to say that because your one, your one started at like a lower quality, didn't it?
Yes.
Minus
Three.
1, I think.
Mine started at +0. Alright, so the starting quality is +2, the current is +0.
Okay, so in your case, your one started at full quality then. In that case, I'm going to say your one was 1800.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming it was the Monoquattro, which is a family car.
It's 180.
180 per +1. So
What was the starting price? Sorry, I'm talking about that down.
1800. So if you were repairing it, it's 180 per plus you are doing until you get to +2.
What was it?
That's 360.
Monoquattro.
Okay, so that's 360. Okay, I can do that.
It should be the last of the vehicles that I put up. What's that one?
Can you make magical?
Monoquattro. There you go. Just bought it. 2 done.
Yes. What's you do one? I didn't before, wasn't it? But I've got a ring that does one map, but I need another one to do the other.
So, what are you having difficulty with?
Oh, nothing. I was just reading this.
Oh.
And the hot air was blowing in my eyeball.
Sorry.
Back to anyway.
No, sorry. Yeah, one was really over.
And then I can do flurry of blows.
Right then. Are you good?
I'm just getting the money out of the 360 out.
So,
You actually got me to spend money. How dare you?
you can easily stop your car in with Mr. Blake, and he will do the repairs for you at market rate.
Mr. Balake.
Blake.
What was the name of this species? It's a ROX, isn't it?
Yes.
As in literally ROX.
I think so, but it's been a while. I need to double check my notes. So it's 360, so 50. 360. I was expecting you to try to short change.
Yeah, I wasn't right. I thought when he handed over, he slipped one back.
Yeah, I was expecting him to have just made it like a tenner short or something.
No, this car has importance.
Very well. Everybody's money's getting increased up. This is appropriate.
Mine is not.
No, not mine's all right.
Mine is still.
Mine's pristine.
Crisp.
That's because the bottom's falling out of my
Well, yeah, because I look
Spoil
at
pockets.
Yeah.
Mine just stays in the drawer.
That's sensible.
Looks good, it is, but it's got pink.
Right then.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Fresh button.
Yes, I am. Sorry about that.
Okay. You've got a good idea of what you want to do.
Well, I've got an idea whether it's good. Is
Go with it.
Oh, basically, I want to go around the grounds and see if I can locate the landmines.
Okay. So you're going to be demining the area.
No, I want to move them.
Yeah, demining as in.
Demining, yeah, moving them to somewhere else.
Okay, where are you moving them?
I want to move them so they're like in a pattern as opposed to random, and then I can sort of map them.
Okay. This is going to require investigation check.
So you're maintaining the minefield, but
Can
you're
I have a
Yeah.
investigation check from you? I will give you advantage if you want to spend the entire month doing this, so you're
Yep.
playing it safe.
Yep.
This will reduce the difficulty for something bad happening.
I'm sure I can do myself.
I've set the DC at this because you're taking the entire month at 5.
16.
Yeah, you are absolutely fine. You take your time. You get the feeling you probably could have done this quicker, but you feel safe in the knowledge that you have done this properly, and you think you've gotten just about every single mine there was, and put them into a plan. You can also draw a map. Do you want to share that with the others?
Yes. Good. Wasn't actually going to update up. I'll tell you where they are.
Do you
That's
keep?
your...
Do you keep it to just the woods?
Not the woods so much. I want to keep it to because how far the woods to the open plain?
There isn't really an open plain. There's an open area in front of the church itself, which goes around to the road, but there isn't like an open plain beyond.
It's not. We haven't got a surrounding the clear portion.
You've got an area around the area. You've got an area around the church that's clear, yes, but it's not a plain. It's more like a meadow.
Yeah. All right. Well, but majority sort of just inside around the church.
Okay, so you're putting them in the meadow.
No, just inside the woods.
Just inside the woods. Okay, down with you. Okay, so you've mined the woods. Excellent.
That's not going to make a certain druid very unhappy.
Like that.
There's a druid living in the woods.
There's a druid loose in the woods.
Okay.
If I come across a druid, I can give him my copy of them up.
You did roll pretty well, so if there's anything else you would like to do, small thing.
Small things. I can sort of like dig a small trench if possible. Around
To what purpose?
perhaps for defence.
What, around the entire thing?
Around the not around the church.
I will say, if we're trying to become
Oh,
a functioning church, having
Yeah,
a trench
and
in the
having
land
a
is a
trench
bit weird.
line around.
There is actually a partial trench already around the front
Yeah.
on one side. Would you like to extend that a bit?
Yes.
Okay, so you can extend it more around to the other side towards the woods.
You could pass that off as like a feature.
Yeah, you
But-
could, if you wanted to, you could
Yeah.
even fill it with water.
Yeah.
Make it into a little moat, so have it as a decorative water feature.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, you've extended the trench line a bit.
Have you got creative water? Or can you get
You need to treat the ground to make it sure that it would actually stay there and not just soak in.
Yeah.
So you need to like do rocks and shit and sand packing and stuff. But I will say for now that you've got the trench laid out. Cool.
Does that create food and water?
Yeah.
Uh,
Don't need the food in much.
No, create water is a separate spell. So you're done with that. You happy?
Yep.
Um,
I don't use any assets.
you're not using any powers or anything?
Nope.
You boys aren't using any powers or anything?
Nope.
I don't
No,
have
not
those.
this one.
Right. Toby, do you have an idea of what your character is doing?
Laying low at his house.
You're just laying low at your private facility?
Yeah.
Yes, you're the himbo, aren't you?
Yeah.
There, yeah. I couldn't
It's
remember
It's
which
a rich
character you
boy
were
with
playing.
issues.
In your home, you have the opportunity to chill out, but so I will come back to you if you're not doing anything else.
You could collect your allowance from your parents.
Well, obviously, I'm going to be doing that. I'm not going to leave
You
it.
chose the magic item, didn't you?
I have a magic
it's-
item
it's-
from
That's
my
your
family.
inheritance.
Yeah. You could try and persuade your parents
Yes.
to give you more money.
It will be.
you could absolutely do that.
Yeah.
But I will come back to you because I have ideas. Luke, how much is your starting money? Should be on your character sheet.
When do
Yeah,
we
you
get
should
to
find
the
it.
rest?
No? Oh, I will do that at the end, don't worry.
Well, starting money to
We
his.
haven't met him yet. We haven't get to chat.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to do his starting money first because he needs to have explained how the thing works. So, what's
He's
yours?
just finding it.
It's at the bottom of the character sheet on most of the character sheets.
He is using the
It'll
D&D
be
Beyond
in
one.
inventory then.
It should be towards the bottom.
No, it'll be on the side on inventory.
So he hasn't got a drive on.
Is it
No, he
the
does.
little like
Oh no, D&D Beyond.
gold
Yeah,
square?
you can add things
You
on
can
there.
add it.
Oh,
One of the skills.
Yes.
One of the skills is going to
okay.
be wrong because I did change medicine to.
Intelligence. I've already
Intelligence.
changed that.
You changed it. Oh, you can
Yeah.
actually do that. Okay.
didn't know the wisdom.
It used to be wisdom, yeah, but I figured with modern medicine it would make more sense to be intelligence because it's more based around knowledge rather than.
Oh shit! Did we actually?
I would have rather.
You haven't actually
I don't think
done
I
it,
got
you
that
know.
wisdom.
I would say that you could make a like herbalist style with medicine check with wisdom, but it's gonna be less effective.
That's one thing
What's
I
your
forgot to put in.
background? Like,
Was his money?
You've got to give him his money.
yeah, we're doing
He's
it.
poor.
We're doing it.
I mean, he's Robin Hood.
Here's Robin Hood.
Yeah.
So, in fact,
This is a version of Robin.
could you describe your character for
Okay.
us?
I'm a higher rogue. Called Pezto.
I'm not a rogue. I know. I've got two really.
Do you have anything beyond a comic name and your class and race, please?
Could you describe what your character looks like? How do they dress? What colour eyes they have? What colour hair?
I don't think they would do that.
Literally
Just
anything.
make it up.
Your character
Use
has
your
no
brain.
eyes.
Describe Robin Hood. Short brown hair, brown eyes.
Depends on which Robin Hood you're going for.
So short brown hair, brown eyes. You have elvish pointed ears,
Yeah.
obviously.
So he's playing a fox.
Could have been a kitsune if that was the case.
Goddamn furries.
And we're also not talking Disney.
So, right. What do you wear?
No.
Bear in mind, it's the early equivalent of the early 20th century. So you would probably be wearing, if you're relatively poor, like basic clothes, shirt.
Yeah, shirt,
Think 1930s.
baggy shirt, trousers.
Pair of tights underneath.
Yeah.
You're not too far off wearing what your character might be wearing actually. Less
He's wearing his tights
Smart.
underneath too.
but
Yeah, I'm wearing clothes on me.
oh yeah.
All in green.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be a little unusual. So, how much money do you have?
What is your background?
He's a folk hero.
You know, the folk hero.
You will also get money from your class, which is in the...
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Cool, thank you.
What would be other class changes? So folk hero, keep a tally of this.
Gentlemen.
Folk hero gets you 10, and you're a rogue. Have you done all of his equipment and shit?
Yeah.
So you've got your shotgun and everything, yeah?
Yeah, he's got that.
Cool.
He's got his shotgun and his pistol.
Okay. Regular rogue.
Gentlemen, please. Fuck, I lost count now.
Yeah.
Focus on character.
Okay, gentlemen.
Come on. You're not making noise.
Finally, 44 times 10.
Cool.
So 1, 2,
I mean,
3, 4, please, Lawrence, if you've got one to hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30 gallons of
it's also supposed to create water.
Roll
that
that.
does more.
Ah.
Or create and destroy water.
Ah.
Roll that again. So 4, 1, 6, 9 times 10 is $90. Plus 10, you got $100.
I will give it to you in more than just one note.
Oh, funny.
Why?
Because otherwise you will not have spending money. So,
Yeah, you got to break 100.
7,
I got no money.
8.
Just like you realise.
Just go
Yeah.
buy a single copy of $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep the tip.
The fact that rogues are not only proficient with shotguns, but get a shotgun as their
Yeah.
starting weapon.
Yeah.
I just love the fact that the sneaky character also has one of the loudest guns.
I was thinking
That's
it's
just
the kind of weapon that will...
Make people
The
quiet.
sneak attack on it would be
But also, it's like, if you're having to use a gun, you fucked up.
true.
And
True.
the gun that makes people quiet.
That's
Well, any gun makes you quiet.
That's one.
Only if you shoot them right.
Yeah. If you shoot in the
Yeah.
wrong spot, they start shouting scream.
That's still the same with a shotgun. You take off their leg, they're gonna
I mean,
scream like anything.
Don't got blood loss.
Not necessarily.
It takes a few
Not
moments
immediately.
depending on where the wound is.
There's time for a good few screams in there.
That's why you shove the end in their mouth.
Yes, well, if
Or
you
you
shoot
shove it on
anything
the
in the
back of
head,
your
you
back.
can kill it immediately, isn't it?
I went for a pistol because it's easier to hide when you're actually trying to be stealthy.
Yes.
Okay. I have $90 here, I think, but I need to quickly double check my maths. Guys, a little quiet, please. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, here is your money. If you would like to come and get it, I have put it into all of the denominations so you can get a feel for them.
Behind
You have
you there somewhere, Ed, there should be a
the
plastic
notes are directly
Sorry, say that again. A plastic
yeah,
obviously.
where the
The golds are dollars.
Yep.
The silvers are a tenth of a dollar. So they're 10 cents basically. And the coppers, or the browns, are
This is for how
1.
many get.
They are a cent.
Oh,
one,
Computer.
I has many of that.
and you have a bag for it.
As,
put in there.
as you are approaching... you're a folk hero in the Harbourlight area, aren't you?
Yes.
So, you are from the Harbourlight area, but things are getting tight. Money is getting a little bit, You've got a little bit of money, but you could do with
In
some more.
fairness, there's not so many rich people around to rob anymore. It's a bit of depression, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
You could, you
Robbing from the rich
Gentlemen,
to get to the poor.
please
isn't really
stop.
working anymore.
stop, please. Lost track of my thought process.
You were talking about money getting tight.
Yes.
And,
So things are not as good as they used to be, and it might be time to start looking at getting some, help, some assistance, some compatriots. And with a little bit of asking around, you hear that Café de Nuit is a place where such people frequently meet and work together. So
So I kind of they're opposites. You steal from the rich to give to the poor, and I steal from the poor to make myself rich.
yeah.
as you are heading towards the cafe, you guys are inside already, and you have your briefcase of money that you have been sitting on for the month because you wanted to make sure that everything cooled down before you started spending money.
Good to me.
So that's why the poor came out giving them money.
And inside of the case is this much money. Now, I don't think I set an explicit amount of money you would get, did I?
No,
No.
no, you just said it was full.
No, just handed over envelope payment received.
2,000.
No, we're not one of them.
3,000.
No, we handed.
4,000.
Oh, yeah.
5 grand.
5K, everybody.
Do we-
Big time payout.
So you get 5K each.
I.
You don't.
I don't. Yes, no, it's
Shall
fine.
we?
So we've got two options. We could either do that,
Yeah.
or how much do the people actually want personally from this?
Do you want like 100 each? Just to.
I'm thinking like either 100 or 200 each.
If
for,
we go
like,
100 each
actual
to
personals.
starters, and if we need more money, you
We can just take it
It's
out.
always like, oh,
Yeah.
we need to do this. It's, at no point has anybody said, I want money for this, and we've gone, no.
True.
So it's,
We're all in this
I would like
together,
to
aren't we?
obviously get you to make me a +1 nothing.
Yeah, you can pay him.
You know,
He has been busy over the month. So.
you know, we were saying about that $500 essence still. Suddenly, doesn't seem like that much money, does it?
yeah.
No. Now,
Yeah,
you guys are settling down after having gotten your money.
Mm.
And on the radio, a news report is going to come on.
Oh, no.
And I just realised I have forgotten to pick up the flash drive that had the box text on, so I'm doing this from memory. Yippee!
So much for the box text.
It's fine. I will read it out at home or something. It's just
Weed it out.
Hold on.
Yeah, when I make weapons, I'll just take the money out of the kitties for if it's for one of us.
All right. Right then. As you guys are settling in, you head inside. You meet a gentleman by the name of Ango, who is a tiefling, who informs you that there is actually a group who are recently been looking for somebody else to join you on your missions. A thick person to round out your group a little bit.
Sure.
Really?
The curse of the sixth person.
Just come off a successful job.
Yeah.
Maybe we're riding high and not thinking about the sixth person.
And you are directed towards these
Killable
people.
person.
As the news reports comes on, the president is reported to have said earlier this month that I am convinced that we have now passed the worst, and with continued effort, a continued unity of effort, we shall rapidly recover from this depression.
I'm gonna just rob him.
Press X for doubt.
Yeah, press X to down.
And you reflect on this statement after the last month has gone past in Harbourlight, in which things have not been going so
I'll do
great.
an insight check for listening to the radio.
Inside the president on the radio.
Yes, go ahead. You can do an insight. check.
Oh, I will certainly do
Okay,
that.
why not? For fuck's sake!
Yeah.
What, do I need to roll as well?
James, I
You
think
can do if you wish. You do not have to.
I think I'll be doing that.
You know what this is? Funny.
insight check, yeah?
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Jesus Christ.
Bruh.
You're going to use inspiration on an insight check on the radio.
What?
Funny as fuck.
Why? Why?
Okay.
Fine, I won't.
I am going to go around the table and ask each of you. You can say either the number or say that you would choose not to bother.
Insight check is 21.
Come back to you.
8.
19.
Well,
The worst roll you can get.
Nat 1.
No, that would have been at least something.
Nat 2.
15.
15. Okay, I'm going to start with Mr. Nat 2. I assume you'll
I did
modify.
get a 5. Yeah.
Oh, it modifies lots a little bit.
Precedent's not real.
With a 5, you have absolutely no idea who this person is. You missed the introduction part. You're like, who's this idiot?
Well, I'd have been right anyway.
Yeah, with an 8.
No, I got 8.
Oh, you got the 8. Sorry. Yeah, you got 21.
Yeah.
With an 8, you have pretty much the same reaction, except you go, oh, I know that voice from somewhere. Fuck it, doesn't matter. 12?
No, 19.
19. 12. That's the president. You didn't fully catch what he said, though, so you don't really get any insight on what he might have said. Sorry, what was yours?
15.
15. I believe that was your next one. So, 15. This man genuinely believes what he's saying. The president genuinely believes that the recession will soon be over. 19.
Mm-hmm.
This man genuinely believes what he's saying. The president genuinely believes that the recession will soon be over. He's a moron.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
21. This man genuinely believes what he's saying. The president genuinely believes that the recession will soon be over. This man is a moron. You get the feeling that the other people in the room with him are just sort of staring at him for a moment. Just coming to terms with the fact that that statement was made.
Oh, it almost sounds like history repeating itself.
The man is stupid.
Uh,
He is.
I'm a little bit late.
He-
Are we in 1730s?
Yeah.
The recession was 1920.
no.
No, 1929 was the Wall Street crash. Most of the recession actually happened in the early 30s.
Congratulations, you're in the early days of the recession.
Yeah.
Things haven't gotten really bad
The
yet.
times when people think we might get out of it.
Oh yeah. They genuinely think it's going to end this year. It continues throughout the 30s.
Mm.
So, you reflect on the news in Harbourlight upon the death of that investigator who you didn't get back to.
The investigator. Which
Yeah,
investigator?
The lizard folk investigator who was investigating Greaves.
The-
She turned up dead.
Oh.
Hmm.
Ah.
Well, one less person we have to help. But I don't know who she is. So I don't
I
know.
mean, we already warned the elves about Greaves.
This is a good point, actually.
You hear about the shootings that have taken place and the brewing gang war between the Marion families, which has brought in the Bureau of Investigation. to
Oh,
the city.
shit. The fucking FIB. Notice I said FIB.
They do not exist yet. They are the
Fucking
Bureau of
bombs?
Investigation.
The
I am not joking. This is the actual acronym BOY.
boys.
The BOY.
The boys.
Wow.
You know that this
So-
is a government police department which is on the federal level and
Mhm.
it is headed by J. Edwards Harper.
Soother, isn't it? So, the Italian mob, what would be,
The Marions.
is about to rip itself a new one because the two factions are about to.
Something has instigated a gang war between them. Things have calmed down a little bit since the BOI has arrived in town, but that's mostly because people are keeping their heads
Do
down.
we know both sides of the family?
We do, but we're chummier with one side than we are the other.
The Pegasus.
That's not
That's-
that's one of the members. Of it.
Which what kind of the family is he?
Let me find my
Let me
notes.
get the notes. I can never remember the names of the families because it's the Tanaventes and the other ones.
They begin with
Ah,
an M, I think.
Macalavincis.
Yeah, that's it. And
You are-
we're more chummy with the Macala Vincis,
That's
aren't we? Because the Tanaventes are the more old school, tiefling first
Yeah.
guys, aren't they? Yeah.
The Tanaventes are, they're not like completely everybody must be a tiefling, but
No.
it is vastly preferred and you're not getting any kind of management position if you
Yeah.
are.
They're a lot more conservative, aren't they?
The Macalavincis, they won't put you in a like command position, but they might put you in a lieutenant's position
Hmm.
if you earn their respect.
Maybe a consigliere if we're very lucky.
Their consigliere is actually human.
There you go.
Okay.
You are quite Italian. You may actually be able to get up there.
But yeah, they are starting to. They are having a quiet war behind the scenes, and it's made things difficult. The price of essence has risen,
No.
Fuckers.
and
What has it gone
I will
on?
go up to the price list. And
Just in time to start our farm.
Yeah.
hold on, I've lost where my price list
And
is.
now we have a reason
The
to.
price list, it's for a low quality dose, $6. It's only gone up by $1.
Oh, good.
For a normal quality dose, it's $12.
Hang on. Let me get rid of the old prices.
6,
Okie dokie.
12.
22 and 60 for a superior quality dose.
That's a 50% markup. I'm really glad we bought that fucking still, boys. Jesus.
I'm glad I've still got quite a lot left.
Yeah, I think it's 6.
And you guys,
Oh,
and you can hear this discussion going on amongst these
6
guys
what?
as they're
22.60.
reviewing the news, and you've been directed by anger towards them. Gentlemen, a new friend perhaps for you.
Oh.
I've heard of him before. He's got a good reputation.
What can you do? What skills have you got?
I tell you what you can do. If you tell them your name, they can all make a check to see if they've heard of you. Street smarts.
My name is Pez Toe.
Did your parents hate you?
Yes.
Evidently.
Or is this the name you've given yourself?
Street smarts, yeah.
Nat 20. Apparently, I know everything about the boy.
You've heard of this guy.
Mm.
I will come back to you though, because there might be people who are lower.
Mhm.
I'm doing flappy hands.
Dirty 20.
Oh, that's not bad. In fact, that's better than
Yeah.
not bad. That's bloody good.
It's Nat 20 total 25.
Nice.
Yeah.
20 would get you pretty much everything as well, but he'll get a little bit more because he's gone over with an at 20. 16, that's pretty good. You'll probably get most of the stuff. 12,
No, I got 10.
you've heard the name.
18.
You know most of the stuff. So, you've heard the name of this guy, so he's known. You don't know anything about him. 15. 16. Okay.
Yeah.
With a 16.
12 plus 4. Yes,
You've heard of this guy. He's got a reputation as kind of a Robin Hood. He steals from the rich, gives to the poor. Good. He's well liked by the disenfranchised. The hobo population has a lot of respect for you.
I can't imagine the police.
Oh, I forgot to come back to you about something. I'll come back to you in a minute. What was yours? Sorry, James.
18.
18. Yours was 20. So with 18, yeah, you know the same as him. Basically, this guy, very good reputation with the local poor population. He's kind of the inverse of you, a little bit. You might want to watch your wallet around him. Yeah. Maybe. Or he might have money on him if he's been robbing people.
Pickpocket war!
Yeah, I'm
I'm just
listening
imagining
to
they're just picking each other's pockets.
Yeah, you actually end up with exactly the same amount of
Yeah.
money because you just keep picking each other's pocket all the time.
20. Yes, you've definitely heard of this guy. He's got a reputation as being a Good Samaritan. He does steal, but he then helps out people. So he's got a good reputation. Might be a bit of a goody two shoes.
What's the point of charity work in this day and age?
You are aware that this guy is currently subject to a number of wanted posters in the more executive parts of town.
Not always good fit.
However, that's just in the expensive parts of town, and in the poorer parts, they get torn down for some reason. It's almost like people like you. And now I'm going to take a brief interlude because I forgot to do something with Toby's character. Toby, you've been relaxing at home. You have a valet, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Could you remind me of his name? Because I've forgotten his name.
I don't think I gave him a name.
Oh, my apologies. In that case, I will.
He's the valet. He has a name.
Yeah, Alfred.
Remind me of your surname.
I think you're the only one that knows it. I haven't told anyone else what it is yet. I also don't remember what it is. Give me a
Yeah.
second.
He addresses you by your surname. Master, sir. I have a message for you.
Yes.
He hands you a piece of paper. It is a telegram.
Oh dear. I'm in trouble.
This is from a relative of yours.
Shit.
This relative lives in South America.
Okay.
Now, you used a fake name, didn't you?
Yep.
On the
We just robbed the store in
flight.
South
Or
America.
did you?
No, I didn't.
Good.
No, I.
Oh no.
That's probably
The
right. Isn't it?
South American brothers are going to come and get us.
Oh,
Shit.
dear.
And they
Remind me
don't
of your
have
first
nice prison down there.
Oscar is my full.
You've got to get this one.
Well, you're fine. You weren't there.
Oscar, I have concerns. Stop. There are questions being asked about you. Stop. I am doing my best to disrupt investigations. Stop. However, we will discuss this at the next family meeting. Stop. Regards, your uncle.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Never got your real name.
Fuck.
I don't think any of you know my name.
Are you going to start going by a fake name from now on?
I'm going to grow a mustache.
So, that's happened to you during the course of the month. That's just bubbling away. Thankfully, the next meeting with the family isn't for at least a month.
If you accidentally don't turn up.
Oh no, I
You can't
died.
do that.
So,
Oh no, my character
you
moved.
meet these gentlemen. Could you all describe yourselves so that not only the audience at home, but our newest member will be introduced to you? Actually, would you mind starting?
Sure, yeah. So, remind myself of his height if it's here.
I believe you were 5'8".
Yeah, 5'8", 5'7", something like that. So, you see before you... Oh, actually, can I have my mini? That'll
yeah.
probably be a good way to introduce myself.
Do we have-
before you
Do we have a mini for?
No.
this gentleman?
For who?
No.
So,
Not yet.
he is looked to be in his late 50s, maybe early 60s, and his hair currently isn't there because he's shaved it all short.
Well,
Because
you kept shaving it, or is it growing back?
it's been a full month at this
Yes.
point, hasn't it? It won't have grown back to
No.
the full samurai length,
You've
but
got
it
maybe a
is
centimetre and a bit.
maybe a little bit more than that, but something like that. Yeah, a
Something
centimetre
like
to an
that, I
inch.
agree.
And you notice that, so it's sort of greyish, with a hint of sort of blue and very, very pale blue in there.
He's got a blue ring.
And it's sort of,
It does
It's
look.
sort of-
It does look a bit like he's got a blue rinse. It has to be said. Sorry.
I don't know what that means, but it's a
You
hair
know
thing.
when old ladies have their hair slightly, very faintly coloured?
Oh,
It's
yes.
called a rinse.
Right, yes. It does look a bit like that. But you notice that it moves very slightly, as if there is a breeze, and there is no breeze in this cafe. He's clearly an Asian man. If you've ever heard of the Narakin Empire, Japan, you would suspect that he was probably from there. But other than that, he looks like a relatively normal human. And he's wearing his big greatcoat. And if you were particularly observant, you might notice that there are several bulges about his person that you would suspect conceal weapons.
He looks like he's packing.
Yeah,
Not in that way.
no.
Would you care to go next?
That's my
I can, but I'm in the church.
No, we're all in the
Everybody's in
cafe.
getting everybody together. So
Okay. Yes. I'm an elf of will. 6'1". Slight of build. Dressed like like a Confederate or equivalent to American Civil War.
are you still wearing that outfit?
He's got proud of that, but with a
Dave, could you get out my model?
cavalry hat, with a whip at his side, and a sort of fingerless gloves.
So you're dressed as a Confederate and you've got a whip on your hip.
Yeah,
Is that not?
Yep.
Do you not have mine?
And a concealed pistol.
Did I? I'll check my.
That is a bold fashion choice. Probably make you friends with the Bureau of Investigation, no?
Oh, I do in fact have him. You are correct, Dave.
So
Has he got both arms still?
Yeah,
that's your character,
he's armed and dangerous.
gentlemen. Next up,
I am a atypical dwarf with big ginger hair and a big ginger beard.
And a base that's taller than everyone else.
I'm still on a big piece of wood, actually, lots of dead pieces.
he's got wood.
So,
He does have wood.
I use a warhammer as a walking stick,
This is a cultural thing with dwarves, so
Yeah.
people aren't going to bat an eye at it.
and I have a shield on my back.
The shield is a bit unusual.
Yeah. But I look old, even though I'm not. As I walk,
Is
I
that
look.
for wolves?
What?
Is that for
No, no,
wolves?
He just looks a bit feeble.
I look old and sort of.
Yeah, he dyed his hair gradually.
Yeah,
He plays up to him.
yeah. I'm not actually that old, but I try to look it. And as far as you can tell, I am a healer.
I am a
Fancy ass.
fancy ass, 6 foot tall, pale red skinned tiefling with. Did he have horns?
You would have some form of horns.
Yeah, horns protruding from his head. I don't know what they look like. His.
I believe you had two ones up,
Oh,
pretty tall.
Up and out.
You actually have a tiefling model, didn't you? That you use?
Yeah, because that was Tim.
Not Tim.
He's trying overly hard to look like he fits in with the rest of them by dressing down quite a bit. But
You can smell the money.
You can smell how posh she is.
he's dressed down, but it's still expensive dressed down.
Yeah.
He's wearing Marks and Sparks everyday clothes. Yeah.
And I am a almost 6 foot, wasn't I? Something like that.
Something like that. You're a Lupin.
Dog man in what looks like French summer wear. So with
A
the
beret and a cravat.
with the beret, the cravat, the
Ridiculous French accent.
he was constantly smoking a cigar
As a French car.
as a French car.
To go with his cigar.
No, I wouldn't say he reeks of money. You could do an insight check and you could do a deception check if you're trying to hide the fact you have money.
I like.
Or do
Yeah.
you want to show off that you have money?
I tried to hide the fact that I have money because I don't trust a
Deception
Robin
check.
Hood type.
Yes,
Fella.
oh,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
both. Oh.
Short bow.
Still on you. Oh.
16.
What's your deception check?
Bow.
My deception. Ooh, let me
Well,
check.
like-
I think I'll leave them.
25 with a natural 20.
Doesn't seem to have any money.
Ah.
He doesn't look like he's like going hungry every night, but at the same time, he looks like he's in a similar position to yourself. He's got a little bit of money, but he's not like massively rich. You wouldn't steal from this guy, but also you probably wouldn't give him some money either.
I'm
Sound
trying
right?
still from you.
Oh yeah, he is prime target. However, if you're working with him, bad idea. Well, if you gentlemen want a few minutes to get acquainted, I have some jobs potentially available if you would like to peruse. But it's pretty quiet, as you can imagine, at the moment with the boys in the federals here.
What's her face has died. We heard on the radio. She was. We know where she was living in the shantytown, wasn't she?
She was.
Do you think the police have been there at all, or?
As in, you think Greaves bribed an officer to.
Or if they've killed her out and about in the street, has anybody been back to us? And if not, we could go back and see if she's got any
Evidence.
Yeah.
Shout.
Hmm.
You're talking about, we're assuming to get us off job in Graves. Greaves.
Well, we let your companions know about Greaves, didn't we?
Yeah.
They seemed pretty wanting to remove him.
This
didn't they?
seems that way, but we let them know about him, and then the detective investigating him disappears. So
Yeah, I don't think that was my kind of party.
you can't trust anyone when it comes to money.
You could always ask them.
Mm.
Or you could inform them of her death.
I thought it cracked that over the radio.
Why? It wasn't reported on the radio.
Very weird. That.
Oh.
I thought we heard about it on the radio. Yeah.
No, not from the radio. You would have heard it over the course of the month,
Oh,
just from rumours.
I'll let them know when we'll ring them.
And this person was investigating Greaves. Understood. We will have to move up matters. We will be contacting you soon.
Well, we can always have a look at the old proverbial job board if you want.
How did you get into this kind of business? Giving money away surely can't help you out in a situation like this.
I mean, I ran away from home. Parents poor, spent too much money, got in trouble, didn't help anyone out.
So you're a debt orphan then, are you?
Yep.
Makes a bit more sense.
Explains the sense of pride.
Though, I can't help but notice that you seem to be quite popular in certain parts of the city.
Not so popular in others.
No, not quite so popular in others.
That seems to attract the wrong type of attention.
You might need to keep your head down.
Mind you, sometimes it's quite useful to have friends in low places, but if you are to join us, then you will want to be, yes, very discreet.
You might need to disguise yourself.
I do have a disguise kit.
Especially when we're dealing with high-end clients.
We've done a couple of jobs for, as you say, high-end clients at this time. But if you are, shall we say, known to be a menace to their class, then you may have to keep it on the down low.
Yep.
Tell you what would you like your wanted name to be? Your criminal identity?
Oh
The
no.
Green Bandit. Some shit like that.
We're going back to the Green Giant.
How about
How
about the Green Highwayman?
Sure.
Fine, we'll simply dress you in red then, they won't be able to know.
H. There's no green synonyms beginning with H.
The Green Gangster.
The Green Gangster.
Do you want that?
Sure.
That's good. That's got a nice media alliterative ring to it. That sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah, but that's all. Yeah, but then copyright and shit. Yeah.
Happy with that.
Also, he's not a goblin.
No, that was confusing.
Looking for a goblin now.
You've got pointy ears. Same difference.
Hey, goblin, elf, what's the difference? They're both non-humans.
About 3 feet.
He painted himself green.
How about another goblin?
So, did you want to have a look at the jobs?
Yes.
Yeah, let's have a little butchers.
I'm afraid some of the ones have already gone. I've only got 2, but well, they're kind of interesting. So
Well,
we've got. Oh, sorry.
so no,
Sorry?
I said we always like interesting.
Well, the first one doesn't sound like it's going to pay so good, but might appeal to your new member. We've got a union who are requesting some backup. They think that private security is going to be called on them.
Ooh.
That-
What are they doing? Are they protesting? Is there a picket line? What is it?
It sounds like they've shut down a factory in town, which is one of the canneries.
And they think private security is going to be called what, like Pinkertons? You mean?
They're not called Pinkertons.
Whatever the
Blumenton.
appropriate in-universe.
Is it that?
What, you mean, they're going to call in the Pinkermans on them,
That sounds like what they are thinking of.
and they want us to be the other side of that.
They would like you to be there to provide a little bit of muscle.
They're, from what I know of them, they're not really the kind of people you fuck with.
No, the Pinkermans are not exactly nice people.
No.
I can vouch for that.
Oh, you've had run-ins with them before, have you?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. This is sounding worse and worse the more we hear about it.
Well, no, he's on his probationary period.
He is on
Yeah,
his probationary
probationary
period.
period, not
Am I off mine?
No.
Huh?
Oh.
And what was it, 2 weeks though?
It was
wasn't
2 weeks, so yeah.
Yeah, you're at your probation.
Well done, you are a card-carrying member of the group.
And I'm still alive!
Just remember, you're not the main
Die
man
this
yet.
Yeah.
I'm on probation to help me caught.
Huh?
I'm on probation to help me caught.
No, you're on probation with us, boy. You got 2 weeks to make
Yes,
sure
you
that you're
must
a
wear this
valuable member.
suspiciously shaped ankle tag.
Yeah.
So, it sounds like you're a little skeptical of that one.
I
Yeah.
mean,
What are the other?
The other one that's available at the moment is a request from the Pinkermans for a little bit of covert work dealing with the union. So,
guys, what say we take both jobs and they get payouts from both sides?
Well, there's enough of us, we could split the
We could split.
We could pretend to be scared off by you guys.
Ah. Blanks in the weapons and shit. I don't know.
Very good.
What do we think, people?
That's
I'm not
what-
gonna lie.
that's funny.
Tangling with the Pinkermans does not sound like something that I had on my bucket list for this year.
But could you
I don't like working with them.
It's not
No, true.
What other jobs are there?
I've got nothing else that is currently available. But you're more than welcome to go out there and see if there's anything you can do. I'm sure there are some cars you could steal if you wanted to sell them off. Or...
Well, we've got to do a little job back at the church. haven't
Did
we?
we
Oh yeah, we could do that.
did we
instead.
give you know who back their furniture yet?
Oh,
No, that's still in your garage, isn't it?
Yes, I've been meaning to ask you to get that the fuck out of my garage.
we probably should do that, really. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a month. I mean,
Yeah, sorry
Move
about
it.
that anger.
Move.
Yeah, we should. Right, we'll do that first, and then clear out the basement. Yeah. Do we want to be tangling with the Pinkermans and the unions? I feel like that's
Not really.
that's a fight that we
Have you
don't
ever
really
heard-
want to be getting in the middle of.
Have you ever heard the tale of Jimmy the Hopper?
Jimmy the Hoffer. I can't say I have. No.
It's not a one that the law would tell you.
I thought not. It's not one the judiciary would take.
Let's do something really simple. We know who the furniture belongs to, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Should we
Can't
It's
go
the
to them and give
Russian
them
mob,
back.
isn't it? Yeah. Well, the Sebastian mob. My apologies.
Furniture back.
Can we go and see them and say we have a van that we have procured full of furniture we believe is yours?
How much would you like to buy it off us?
Are we doing it as a good faith? Are we getting in the good books of the Sebastians, or are we charging for this?
Do you want to keep your ankles? And just
Well, let's
kneecap?
go and tell them we have it and see how the conversation goes. Because if
We-
they say, "Oh, we have a reward for that,"
Do we know much about the composition of the Sebastian mob? I know that it's mostly like former aristocrats that escaped from Sebastian before the revolution.
you pretty much know what most people know based on what you've said there. If you wanted to do some investigation, you could look in for more information, but you'd have to like go out into the city and talk to people.
who have we met?
What I'm really wondering is if the Brotherhood of Lies agents that we offed would be a good thing or a bad thing in the eyes of the Sevesians?
Generally speaking, the Brotherhood of Lies are from Sevesia.
Okay.
They are regarded as traitors.
Oh, good. Well, we could probably get away with it then.
Have we got proof? Those pins?
Have we met
We got some
anybody
pins, a couple of pins, yeah.
at
could
Fancy
find
Pants
somewhere.
meetings? Was anybody from that?
Trees.
You did meet. I believe there were.
Just
Was it
get
just
it.
one person? Yeah,
Yeah,
it was just
it
one
could be,
person. I believe you met Dr. Ivanovich.
Yeah, was that
Well,
one for the
Oh, yeah.
civilian
That's good.
Goliath?
That's good.
And I'm proficient
Yes.
in simple weapons.
Cool. That's good.
Do we know
And-
where the
and
doctor
other things
resides?
besides.
5 hands and expertise.
Oh.
You could always ask.
What style of rogue did you choose?
Not a clue.
It is to say subclass.
It's
What's a subclass?
Uh,
You have a subclass, right?
You did choose a subclass.
Toby, did you help him choose a subclass? If you did it on D&D Beyond, it should be there.
It should prompt you.
Can we go and? Can I go and see Greaves?
Sure, you can go and see Greaves.
And ask him about contacting the Russian mob.
Well, we still have
keep
his
it.
medicine.
Oh, not Greaves. The
He's an elf rogue arcane trickster.
Oh,
Okay.
Arctic Trickster.
thank you.
Literally at the top of your page, mate.
To be fair, this is the first time using the sheet, so.
Who? Oh, so at the party we spoke to him, but we didn't find out where he was.
No, because
We
he was
were resigned.
not talkative.
We know who he is, though, don't we? Like, we know his name.
Dr. Ivanovich.
Dr. Ivanovich.
Have we?
We could probably find him in the city's equivalent of the Yellow Pages, right?
You could try.
A silly question.
Might as well give that a go.
Our
Close
lovely
distance.
bartender has contact with lots of criminal organisations. Does he have a contact with the Russian mob? We could get in contact with to return their furniture.
An even simpler option.
Yes.
The Vari are not particularly open, but I have some people I could give a call and see if they could get me some information.
Yeah. If you could
That
tell
would be
them,
much
yeah.
appreciated.
If you could tell them that we
Found a truck with that.
we removed some people, some troublesome people with a job, and they had acquired some of their furniture.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You've had Vari furniture waiting in my garage for over a month.
We have been having to lay low. It's not something we wanted to leave laying around.
But look, it was in a van. No one knew about it.
Yeah, and they don't know we've had it for a month.
That is fair, but I would not mention that you had sat on it for a month.
No.
If I were you, right.
Not that stupid.
Give me a moment, I will look
I
up
will
my
not.
little black book.
Thank you. Flips through that.
Goes over to the phone, makes a call.
It's always a little black book or a little red book. It's never like a
Well,
little.
it'd be very
little
hard to
used book.
describe to hide the numbers from people if it's this fucking big and you
No.
He speaks in a language that only two of you are able to speak fluently because he's speaking the equivalent of French,
French.
which is a derivative of Common. So you can get the outline of it, but you two speak it fluently. So most of you are not going to get this, but you two are. Bonjour. Oui. Looking for information about Barry. Yes. What was the name of the person you wanted to speak to?
Ivanovich, Dr. Ivanovich.
Dr. Ivanov. Oh, you know. Right? To the count? Very well. What is the address? Oui. Bien. Très bien. He writes down and then reads it back to them. Merci. Yes, come in next week. We'll get you set up. Yes, we'll make sure we get plenty of beef in for you. Do not worry. Au revoir. Thanks, Alan. So,
You're right.
we have an address for Gustavo Vladovich, who. Sorry, my apologies. Wrong name. That was me fucking up there. For Count Romanov.
Romanov. Holy shit.
Count Romanov. Apparently, Dr. Ivanovich is in his employ.
Sounds good to me.
Good to me.
It's pretty fancy, though. He writes it down on his paper for you and slides it over. You notice that he has written that in his book now.
Ooh. Right. First note of the campaign of the new book.
You have
Ooh, I didn't realise I had a lovely little double page of the Great Wave off Kamigawa. What a lovely little thing.
One of my favourite paintings.
It's one of mine. Mhm.
Should we go and visit them and explain that we have a truck full of furniture we've recently procured? Don't take it with us. We'll just. Do we have an inventory of what's in it?
If we don't, we'll get one now.
Yeah.
I think.
it is furniture.
Just before I do, yeah, but like one settee, a chaise lounge.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, does it
It's
not?
just
That's
furniture.
May I do an history check on the name of Count Romanov?
Certainly.
Bearing in mind I did fight against these guys.
Yep.
Nah, that's a 7.
Can I do one?
Did you fight against them?
No.
Then you can, but it's going to be a higher difficulty.
It's not going to be worse than what I
No.
just rolled.
Oh, yes, it is.
You get that one?
No, the worst one again.
Yeah, okay.
Can I roll it?
So anybody can roll a history check. It's just going to be higher if you. It's going to be a higher difficulty if you didn't.
What I thought with
Anything
you
so
tonight,
good.
Not in the Russo-Japanese War.
You have advantage for reasons.
Without advantage.
Or the Silesian-American War.
Yes.
6.
He can't really
Sounds like an ice cream brand.
he can't really retroactively give you guidance.
13.
I'll allow it.
Would you mind?
Remember some stuff.
Thanks.
13. Okay, I'll come back to you in a second because you might actually get a little bit.
Eight.
17.
Pretty good.
Increased it by a whole 1, so I've now got 8.
Sounds like an ice cream brand.
Mm-hmm.
11.
You've not heard the name. It definitely sounds Sebastian. And you got. Sounds like an ice cream brand.
13.
13. You've heard the name. You can't remember the context or any details about it. It definitely is a Sebastian name. That's about it. That's about all you can get. And yours was 17? You've heard the name in context of Sebastian nobility. You suspect this guy is an actual count, potentially? Because because there is a pretty good chance that he fled to America with the revolution. Fled to Galentia with the revolution. If he's still going by count, he probably hasn't naturalized here and is probably hanging on to the old ways. That's about all you know. So he's probably set in his ways.
Sounds good to me.
Right, shall we go and visit him then? We've got an address.
We do have an address.
Which car are you using?
First off, is it in the really posh bit of town?
It's outside of the poshest part of town.
Oh, he's really rich then.
Yes.
Oh no. Okay.
What we want to finish up with you there.
Would you
No.
like to do a disguise kit roll?
Yeah.
So this is.
That's good.
You should have proficiency with the disguise kit, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Is there a stat that governs the disguise?
Yes. I think so.
I don't think it's based on. I'll say charisma. For the sake of argument.
Charisma. Well,
What'd you
that's not a high roll on the dice.
What'd you roll?
What's his
Total
charisma?
7 in total.
Okay.
Okay, you open up
I bet
the.
you look like a drag artist.
You open up the.
What's your proficiency bonus? You've got proficiency in this fucking thing.
Checky has disguise kit proficiency.
He just said it.
No, I said he should have it.
I think you can choose. I might be wrong by this. You either choose thieves' tools or disguise.
Tools. No, he doesn't.
Duelist tools, thieves
He
tools, and vehicles.
has a disguise kit and he does not know how to use it.
Okay, so you proceed to open up your disguise kit as you are told that you need to disguise yourself. You take out a mustache and you stick it on your eyebrow. Another mustache, you stick it on your other eyebrow, and then you get a bit of lipstick and you just apply it gently to around the mouth.
You look like an infirm. Take all that shit off. We're better with
Can I
you
attempt to
looking
help
normal.
Yes, you can take over at this point and do the disguise kit roll. Do you have proficiency with disguise kit?
I do not.
I proceed to laugh.
Yeah.
I don't even, no, I don't. I don't have.
Does anyone?
Nope.
Charisma check then. You don't have proficiency to add.
Guidance from, please, for the love of God, Dave, guide
Charisma roll, yeah?
them,
Let's
please.
see if you're going to
Do it better. Roll default.
No, not
You're
him.
guiding the
him.
wrong person.
Lipstick on a pig.
Guide your other son.
So time to do parental guidance.
23.
Okay.
That's a bit better.
You take him out of the room for a few minutes. You go behind the scenes at Cafe Denis while you guys are sort of sitting around going, God, what's it going to come out looking like this time? He comes out and somebody completely different is with him. Your outfit has been changed. Your face has been given a very slight tonal shift. And he has a pair of fake horns now.
Where'd the elf go?
Mercy. It's a good job.
Your ears,
Shit, boy!
your ears have been folded back on themselves and a fake
Ow.
earlobe has been done on top of it. So
Oh.
he looks like a tiefling now.
Very, very good.
You forgot
I'm
to mention that
impressed.
skill when we interviewed you.
I've got a first kit and I can't fucking use it.
Evidently.
Never thought I'd need it.
Was it theatre school your parents paid for?
Is
No?
it just all the himboing that
Yeah.
you do? Nice. See,
Gotta keep it blonde, you know?
He's good with makeup.
He is good with makeup.
It was not me that slept with your daughter. I have a mustache.
And I'm clearly the wrong skin tone.
Also, would you like to get dinner?
Sorry, one of my coloured contact lenses has popped out.
So, you are now disguised. The disguise quality is 23.
That's good.
Nobody is going to recognise you unless they roll a nat 20 and they're specifically trying to see if you are.
Lovely. Right. I feel much more confident now. Right. Shall we?
You could all pile into one car. It'll be a bit tight. Or you could take 2 cars.
Well, one of us is going to have to drive the truck.
No, we're not taking that with us.
Oh, not doing it yet.
No.
We're not taking it with us.
No, not yet.
Well, you could drive the truck with you to near to the house, but not
Yeah.
within range. Stop.
So we're not
And then-
stuck in a room bit.
What do we think?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could drive it.
Albeit
We
we're
do,
living in a rich area.
I will.
We are living in a rich area, so we should be fairly safe.
I could drive.
Depends if there's anyone else like him.
Mhm.
Wow.
What's your drive skill?
What do you mean? What?
What is your drive skill?
+7.
Oh yeah, you.
Oh, that's good.
I think you're
I'm
not,
+8.
you're not as good as him,
Well,
but I
only
think,
just.
but I think you're better than what's yours? +6.
What the fuck? Where is it on this?
It should be in the list. It's over there.
Alphabetical order.
Mine's plus 5.
Yeah, so you're better than him, slightly worse than him.
And I'm proficient in vehicles.
Yep, that's good. So, you guys pile into your vehicles, mark a fuel off for the 2 vehicles.
Which one?
Which ones are you taking? You're taking the truck, obviously.
Do we want to take the very fancy car
Like the
because you're going
moving
to a
car, yeah?
very...
Sorry?
That's the moving
Yeah,
one,
you
yeah?
Yes.
you can fit that many people in
So
it.
that needed, that goes down to 1 unit of fuel left.
Okay.
We're getting it back.
Would you like to refuel the moving van?
Yes.
No.
Probably
No, because we're giving
Oh
it
no,
back.
yeah,
We're
we're
doing
going to
that.
give it to him.
They
Do
can refuel it.
Yeah, it's got 1 unit of fuel left. That's not really needing to.
I
It's
mean,
not a problem.
you don't necessarily have to give the van back.
No,
if you
We
keep the
don't-
van,
We don't need another fucking car. We've already got. Well, if
Yeah,
we give that one back,
But it's a
we've got.
van.
yeah, it is a van at the end of the day. What about if we do need to shift something proper, so that we can't fit in the car?
Something made of glass
Something made of glass.
with liquid in it.
Oh yeah, no, we need to keep the van. We need to keep the van.
I thought we were getting that delivered.
Yeah, but what about if everything?
What about the
Okay,
product?
We need to get it.
Oh.
We need to get it out. I think it's better to have that.
Large amount of money.
Hmm?
Why would I steal large amounts of money?
To the point, if you
You're not
steal that
gonna
much
steal
money,
that
you
much
need
money.
a fucking that.
You need a bank vault.
Yeah. You can't exactly be like, oh, it's in my pocket now.
I think we should keep the van, refuel it out of the kitty.
Okay.
It will transport stuff for our church.
Yeah, that can be our clean van. And then if we need to nick any other stuff, then we can.
So we can decorate it with the
I've got
church.
no idea how much.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fair bit.
Yeah, we can take this out of the kitty though. That's not going to be too bad.
It's a 2.9 litre.
So, for the sake of argument, it is a 3 litre. So it is 3 times 20, and you're getting 19. So it would be 3 times 20. So
16.
60.
60.
Yeah, 60. Yeah.
So it would be minus 1. Minus 1, so
59.
59.
59, and it would be. Well, no, it's not minus 1, it's minus 1 unit, so it'd be 3. So it'd be 57. So it'd
Sure,
be 57 times the literage of the fuel.
So 57 times 2.9, yeah?
I
No.
believe that is correct. Oh, actually, no, this would be a diesel van, so it might be a different price.
0.5.
Gasoline, diesel. Oh, actually, no, it would be. Actually, no, it would be diesel. No, it wouldn't be because it's a Model A. So, no, it would be 0.2. So, 0.2 times 57.
0.2 times 57. $11.4. $11.40. God, imagine if you could fill up a truck for that now.
That would
Yeah,
be
10 quid
amazing.
for a full tank of fuel for a truck.
That
God,
would be
I
amazing.
wish I could feel like
what a
As
what a
you
world.
guys are stopping just a little bit short of it, I'm imagining you're stopping both cars.
So
Both
now I've
the
got
truck and the car. Sorry?
20,
Is anyone
20
else in
things
the
of
truck
fuel
with
left,
me?
yeah?
Or is it
Yes.
just me?
I will
What? 40?
probably ride the truck with you because
40 what?
I'm a
11.40.
security guy. I can do that shit.
Would you like me to ride the truck as well?
Go for it.
I'm driving, you can't do the car.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
drive the other car.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that it's not.
Well, we've got 2 drivers now, actual like full drivers.
If 3 of us keep the truck secure and 3 of us go talk to this guy, because then we're not
Well,
a shit ton of people going to this guy's house. I mean, my conversation skills are pretty good, but that's
you're not that good.
Not a conversation. That'll be charismatic.
How good would it be if I were to go and talk to this Sebastian guy? The Narracans and the Sebastians have not historically had the best relations.
All
And
I
in
know is I'm staying away.
well, if he's old-fashioned, he might have some old wounds regarding you.
I will go then.
Yeah.
Well, you were going anyway.
Perhaps send the person who has good conversations.
Yeah.
In which case, us 3 can do it.
And
You
we'll-
good?
Mhm.
We'll stay with the truck.
The annoying thing is I actually have proficiency in persuasion at this
I
point.
roll advantage with persuasion.
So
You can go with.
I'm just going to stay away from the house.
Okay, so you're just staying with the
came back
truck.
before, haven't
You're staying with the truck suspiciously.
Do you want to stay
I'll
with
stay with the
or
truck,
do you want
and
me
I
to
will have with me my shotgun,
Oh,
my
I thought we came
revolver,
back.
and
I'm
my
driving the car.
rifle. Just
Oh
in
yeah,
case.
shit.
I've got my
So,
short
Gentlemen, who is going to the house? Are you going?
Do you want me to go, or do you want me to stay with you guys?
Up to you. You are useful in a persuasive conversation, but if something does go south, it wouldn't be bad having another gun on board. Isn't
His charisma's better than mine, so I'll stay as an extra
Chill.
gun.
Very well.
What is your charisma? Your charisma is +4. Yeah, my charisma is only plus. What is it? Well, it's persuasion, right?
Mine +5.
Yeah, mine's +5 as well. So.
Okay.
You go ahead. I'll stay.
And you can guide. I can guide, yes.
You will be obviously casting spells.
You love casting spells.
That's a good point.
Yeah. You need to get yourself meta magic, mate.
So,
Silent cast.
as you guys are approaching the house, you can see that this place is a proper old-fashioned mansion, and it looks like it was built during the Victorian period. It's neatly kept, but at the same time, it looks old. This doesn't look like somewhere that's had an upgrade in at least 20 years. You don't even see electricity going to the house.
Very old-fashioned.
Reminds you of home.
Where do you go?
We've got electricity.
Where do you go? Do you approach from the front drive? Do you go to one of the side entrances or around the back? Or...
I think front drive. Yeah, we'll just go and be very. Is there anybody at the entrance to the
He's
property?
never
Is there a
butler,
guard
isn't
or
he?
anything? No.
Don't see
There are a
Game
pair of
Thrones
gates
on
which
there.
they open.
Oh, a couple of dogs.
Drive up then.
Okay, you're driving up to the house.
Yeah.
As you approach
I'm
the,
keeping walk.
as you guys approach the door, there is no response. It is dark.
I've got dark vision.
Let's
The
stop what it
windows
means.
are
Oh.
dark. There's no lights on.
What time of day is it?
It's morning.
I will just knock on the door.
There is actually a bell pulled. Sorry.
All right. Ding, ding, ding.
Bong, dong, dong. After a couple of moments, the door opens with a creak. Yes. And a rake thin and about 7 foot tall butler wearing a black suit with a red shirt underneath it leans forward. Yes. So
What accent?
there.
I'm so sorry we haven't did it in tandem.
You rang.
Rang me lord.
We got the. What's the name of the guy again? It's on the bit of paper that I'm holding.
What, him?
Can't-
Oh, that's quite
no,
clear.
the other guy.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
Yes, Count Romanov.
Can we speak to Count Romanov, please?
Who is calling upon the
I say, my name is Rigger, and I believe we have some property of his that we'd like to discuss and return.
Tell them that Ango called ahead.
Yeah, Ango, I believe Ango called ahead.
I will ask the Count if he wishes to have attention. The door closes.
What accent?
You would say this guy has a Ludaran accent? Because
Does he have a drawn on mustache?
no, there is a pause while you guys are just left standing outside. There is
lean on my axe.
it's not an axe.
It's a
Or
hammer.
hammer. Yeah.
There is a cool breeze that is going by you, and a few leaves flutter on the trees. It almost looks like those trees are in autumn, in the middle of fucking spring. What the fuck? After a few moments,
It's like reminiscence of the last Vampires house we went
it does kind of give you that vibe, but it's better
to.
kept.
Right,
That counts. Yeah.
exactly.
It's better kept. The door opens again. Please use the tradesman's entrance around the back. The door closes.
Hobble around.
When you knew you stopped pretending then.
You fancy a game of the dice, you three?
Don't give him any of your money.
So you guys are playing dice in the car.
Not the money for matchsticks.
You're all in the same vehicle then.
We're all in
I'm
the-
outside keeping watch.
We're all in the van.
Okay.
Or we're at least
Around the van.
I'm near
loitering
the
with intent around the van.
Okay.
I'm just hidden in a tree.
As you guys move around to the back door, you can see that this is a rather less grand entrance, but it's still pretty impressive. And when you knock, because there is no bell here, the door is opened by the same tall, rake-thin man.
Oh, hello again.
Protector of
Please step inside.
Does he look rather pale?
He does a bit, yeah. However, he has a sort of ashen skin tone because he's a Goliath. Follow him inside.
Yep.
You are led into what is very clearly a kitchen area, which is stark. It's black and white. It looks absolutely pristine.
Any cooking implements?
Yes, there are pans, there are stuff on table, there's a knife rack. Looks like a proper kitchen. It doesn't look like this is some sort of never used place, it's just something that's kept scrupulously clean.
Any food on display?
Not that's on display, but there are refrigerators. However, they are the old style refrigerators with a big box of ammonia on the top of them. So, yeah.
do your health any good.
He leads you through into a hallway that is very grand and very dark, as it is lit by gas lights.
Okay.
You are then led through into a drawing room, where you are invited to sit down. The master will be with you shortly. He steps out of the room. Would you like to look around the place while you're here?
No, I'll just sit there.
Okay.
I'll wait patiently and nicely.
I'll have a look around.
There is a big globe that looks like it's about 20 years out of date. It's still got the Savesian Empire.
Doesn't look like the globe that we saw at the
Yeah,
vampire's
that
house
was
last
the-
time.
It's similar. This one's larger.
Ah.
There is also like a big fireplace that is unlit. There are gas lights in the corners of the room. There are velvet curtains that are closed off, and there is a set of very comfortable-looking velvet
Open the
seats.
curtains.
Sure. You open a curtain to find that there is a wall.
Fair enough.
Any other window curtains in the room?
Yes.
Open them.
Yeah, they all open to walls. Huh. They are very nicely decorated walls.
Any mirrors in here?
No, there doesn't seem to be any mirrors. It's
Oh,
odd.
here we go again. Right.
Pull out a little pocket mirror. Yep, still looking good.
As you are waiting around, there's also a bookshelf.
Did we already holy wars?
Not anymore. You gave it back or stored it somewhere. As you guys are waiting, the door opens as you see a elderly gentleman step forward into the room.
Does he walk or does he float?
Perception check.
23.
Nat 2024.
11.
He is miming walking that you guys can see. He walks into the room perfectly normally. He is floating forward slowly as he is miming walking. Gentlemen. Gentlemen, welcome to my home. My butler informs me that you have items that belong to you. I assume you wish to return. Yes. Very good. What are the nature of these items?
Yes. We reel off the list of that we made.
I see. Yes, this has been missing for some time. I trust that those who are responsible for their removal have been dealt with.
Yes, they won't be bothering anybody again.
Very good. I am pleased to hear this. Nothing, gentlemen. I assume that you would like a reward for your generous returning of my items.
Wouldn't go
Wouldn't
miss.
say no.
Please, make yourselves comfortable. I will need a few moments to consider an appropriate reward for you all.
Your reward will be eternal life at my side.
What was the other vampire guy called? He gave us his name.
He did, but he was a very different vampire to this gentleman.
Yes.
Yeah, but will they?
But they might know each other in social circles.
Oh, yeah, I suppose they live together. I guess.
die together.
Yeah, well, they're both
Undead.
undead in
I
the same
mean, they're
city,
from two very different cultures, so they may not mingle.
but they might be aware of each other.
They're most likely aware, certainly. You may have to give me a moment because it was a long way
Right,
back.
'cause he's out of the room anyway.
While you are here, I will have my butler bring you some refreshments. Is there anything you cannot have?
No, but I'm quite past the garlic.
As was I once.
I say, do not worry about the refreshments for me. I'm absolutely fine.
Of course. A drink, perhaps.
I'm good.
Are you sure? I have some very fine wines.
I imagine it's red tears in his living room as soon as fine wine is there.
do not drink.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Wine.
wine will be very lost on me.
Of course. And you, sir?
Just a glass of water would be fine.
Remind me of your surname?
Ask about her glass of running water.
Not a glass of
Glass
water.
of running.
Want
a glass of running water. And you, young master,
Can you not bless
roasting.
water?
Hmm?
Can you not bless water? Make it holy.
No.
Not that quickly.
Oh, would you prefer a different name, or did I perhaps mistake you for somebody else?
Yeah, that's not.
What would you prefer?
Just Aussie's fine.
Aussie. How? Look,
What did he say
He
first
said
off?
his last name.
Mr. Nerosi, was it?
you're not there.
I know I'm not there, but I'm interested.
I'm discussing war stories with
I
you.
will
Mhm.
ask him if he
You're making them up.
is any
No, I'm
has
trying to
any
find out where
connection
he
to, and I mentioned the vampire that we've worked previously.
Yeah.
No, I am not aware of this gentleman. May I ask who this is?
He is a gentleman we've worked for before.
We helped him relocate.
Yes, with some issues with people that did not like who he was.
Well, no,
Yeah.
they wanted him.
But they wanted him gone because of who he was as well. So.
Ah, a fellow traveller from beyond the grave.
Yes, and beyond this country.
Oh, he's not even trying to hide it.
No,
Guy doesn't even care.
yeah, no, we amicably helped him relocate so that there was no problems for him.
Most gracious. Well, I am afraid I was not aware of his presence. Something of a faux pas on his part. I will have words with him. and see-
If you can even find him.
Now, if you will excuse me, I will leave you in the capable hands of my butler while I think of an appropriate reward.
I'll have some grapes, please.
Some what?
Grapes.
Of course, my butler will attend to this. He steps out of the room. The
There's
butler steps into the room. You almost don't see him enter, he just appears.
an abacus, a wonderful machine of mathematics for my
I
age.
don't think we ever actually got a name for him, did we?
No, you did not.
I thought we did because we spoke to the thing and we asked how we would what we should call him from now on, and he gave us
No, he
a
didn't.
pseudonym or something.
I don't think he did.
No.
I don't think he did because he said that we would communicate with him through his butler, who wasn't his butler; it was actually him. But that's where we got to, wasn't it? And I don't even know that the butler gave us a fucking name.
No, he did not.
Nope. There you go. We don't even know. We don't even
Wasn't the
know.
butler a group of kobolds?
No, one of them was.
The person who came to the door originally was a group of kobolds in a jacket, and that was the butler. And then when you guys had cottoned on to what was going on, he turned up in person and was just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Did
He
you
was
not
a
get a
silver
name
dragon.
in your connection? Did he
Your
not
master
give you a name?
servant
No,
connection.
you just got master, I believe.
Yeah,
Lost the ring.
So, he leaves the room. The butler will get you what you want. Grapes, he gets for you. They only have red grapes.
Naturally.
I will just. We're in a drawing room.
Yes.
Have you got bookcases with books?
Yes.
I will just have a look and see what sort of books he has of them.
History texts. He's got ones on anatomy. He's got ones on the history of Galentia.
Has he got any medical books?
There's a couple of medical books. It's not like a massive medical library. It's some basic stuff.
Can I just have a peruse of those?
Certainly.
Because obviously, being a medic, it's always good to.
How are you unlocking the?
Oh, they locked in, are they?
Yes.
Oh, okay. No, I'll just see what he's got.
Very old-fashioned.
Oh wow, you've got like keys to his bookcases and
Yes.
everything. Wow.
Okay.
Wow, wee, wow.
She would never remember this big picture.
Yeah, but they
Probably
want to piss
not
him
a
off.
good
As
Half
he,
the party against a vampire? No.
as he returns, about 10 minutes later, he has in his hands a small purse, which he is going to set down on the table.
Pull out a Werther's original.
I want to do that now. No, he would not do that. You are offered by the butler pickles, lots and lots of pickles. So many fucking pickles.
And vodka as well. Mm-hmm.
He sets down the little bag on the table.
I believe that should account for your incurred costs, plus a little thank you from myself. Now, if you will excuse me, I will retire.
I just said to him, if you ever need of any external services for any help around the city, you can get hold of us through Ango. I believe he contacted here ahead of us coming here.
That would be difficult. He would have had to send a runner.
So I explained that we're at the Cafe Denis.
Ah, yes, I have heard of the Cafe Denis. I normally keep my business within the family. However, I will consider it for future.
Where would you like the furniture dropped off to?
If you would have it brought around to the back of the house, my butler will see to it that it is unloaded properly, and then you will be allowed to take your reward. You are more than welcome to inspect it now to ensure that it meets your standards.
You're quite nippy, aren't you? On your feet. Do you want to go and tell them to bring the furniture, and we can wait, can't we?
Yeah.
Do you want to
I could just drive.
Well, they're only right. Oh, yeah. If you go and do that, then.
I'll just drive and get them.
Do you want
I can't believe you
Count
caught
some
50
money.
Russians at once.
I know. None of the grenades worked. So at the end of the day, it was just a matter of, just taking them out and, actually making them work and then just throwing it back.
to? I asked the butler if we can inspect the purse. Do you want to? Or...
You can do it.
I'll go back in the car to get
Okay. You are informed of what has been happening, I assume.
Mhm.
And while you guys have been
Another one? Another one?
while you guys
They're everywhere.
while you guys have been gambling away, you have
And-
noticed
Swapping war stories.
you have noticed that there is a man who is watching you, who is just smoking a cigarette.
Is he in a suit?
He is.
Does he look like a Fed?
Who is he looking at?
I
Make an
think he
insight
looks
check.
like a Fed.
Who is he looking at particularly?
You guys as a group. You would have to do a perception. You want to see if he's looking
Roll
at
an advantage as a career criminal. Yeah, he's
That's a career criminal.
I will,
Was this-
I'll allow
Will
that.
I
That
make
makes
a
sense.
perception
Did you say-
looking at?
Yeah, sure.
Did you say insight or perception? for me?
Insight for trying to get a feel of the guy.
I will do the insight, and that will be a 24.
Okay, come back to you in a minute.
I got 15.
Okay.
insight.
He's looking at all of you. He's not looking at anyone individually. He's not like lasered in on you or him or him. He's like watching each of you. He's not focused on any particular one of you.
I only got a 14 on insight.
Insight. And you were trying
To
to.
also figure out if he's a Fed.
Okay. With a 14, it doesn't give you Fed vibes. You feel more like guard. This guy is not a Fed.
It's not a Fed.
No.
Okay, good.
He's not. He's got a basic pistol on him. You can see there is a slight bulge of it.
Mhm.
Fed would have it better hidden.
Yeah.
That guy is just a. He's a guard for this area.
Okay, so he's like gated community security kind of level. Right, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay.
And you guys have driven a moving van in here and a
Yeah.
fancy car, and they're parked together, and you're chatting. That's a little odd.
It's a little odd, but we have legitimate business being
Yep.
here. That's fine.
Uh,
he can stare and smoke at us all
Yep.
we want.
He's not doing anything. He is just watching you. So he's not
Yeah.
like trying to hassle you or anything. He's just watching.
Fair enough.
Smoke back at him.
Smoke back at him.
Smoke back at him.
You have a smoke on.
Take
Take 2d4 life damage.
2d4 nicotine damage.
Take 2d4
Lung
damage
damage.
and then remove it from your max HP
Yeah.
permanently.
Okay. So as you approach these guys, you can address the thing. You get the vehicle driven around the back. There's no difficulty there. I take it you guys are going to leave your car there, or are you taking the car with you? as well?
I'll
take the car
You
with us.
guys want the time? Sorry.
I can stay with the car if needs to be.
I'll take the car with us.
Who's driving the van then?
I'll drive the van if you're not driving it.
Sure, yeah, I will
Well, I'm
jump
driving
in the
car.
van with
I'm
you.
driving the car. He's better at driving the van.
Yeah, but are you driving the van?
Sure.
Drive the van.
Okay.
So you drive the van.
Mhm.
Excellent.
I will stay in the van as
Okay. As you guys arrive at the back of the house, the butler is joined by a group of burly men, mostly Goliaths,
Mhm.
who start unpacking the van. They work in suspiciously silent unison.
Can I see if they're breathing?
Sure. Make a perception check.
9.
Difficult to tell because they're working. They're not. If the beer isn't cold enough, they get breath or anything. So
Are they working up a sweat?
doesn't look like it.
They're not nice.
They did.
Can I check the purse now that the van's being unloaded?
Sure. You could have checked beforehand.
Yeah, I'll just check it now.
There are jewels inside.
Jewels. Oh my.
If you make me a, this would be a.
There are
I'll
no
allow
longer
it.
jewels inside.
Jules, fools. I'm thinking with.
Okay, you're not in the room then.
You're not in the room looking at the purse.
You're in the van.
You could do a better job of appraising.
I will just write down what's there then.
I'm giving a total value, so if you want to do an assessment of it.
We can do that. I mean, what time is it? It's 20 to 11 now, so do the total value now, and if we want to do an appraisal later.
300.
Yeah.
How many gems?
I'm going to say 10 gems.
Because
Subject to DM discretion.
because making you guys magical items, I need gems to put in.
That is true.
the mine.
That's
So
fine.
we
And we can, next time, you can do a more thorough appraisal of what the gems actually are when we know what the gems actually are.
because that way you want a knuckle duster, don't you? At the moment? So that's
And you could get a small gem encrusted in it.
Because it's my ring gives me a +1 on 1, but I've got the other hand doesn't give me any pluses.
Oh, right.
I want
Okay.
the same +1 damage, +1 hit.
He wants to have magical fisting damage.
He's already got magical fisting damage.
Only on the 1.
He's level 6.
Oh yeah. But I
You
mean,
got magical damage.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got magical fist.
so I might get the +1
Fair enough.
to hit something.
Right.
Lots of damage.
so I can make that.
Okay. In that case, you have handed that back. They make no, they're not like your friends now.
Hmm.
But they're not giving you no hassle.
We've done a
You've done a good
deed.
thing, and you've got a decent payment out of it.
nice.
And there's no troubles.
Cool. Lovely.
You're allowed to leave without any harassment, and the butler quietly closes the gate behind you.
I just say to the butler before, thank you very much, and good day.
You are most welcome. Good day to you.
Is he bleeding?
Make a perception
Ooh,
check.
yeah. Is he a ghoul? Or is he... May I also make this perception?
Was he lifting stuff off the van as well?
Yes, he would have, but he wasn't carrying it into the
14.
house. He was lifting stuff down.
14.
23.
Okay, 14. You think he's breathing. 23. He's breathing.
He's breathing.
17 plus 7 for insight, did you say?
He is a Goliath, however, so it doesn't look like this is taxing his physical abilities.
Yeah.
Because they're all Goliaths.
Uh-huh.
But almost
They're all
Goliaths.
strong beat. Yeah.
Oh, I got a 24.
Okay,
So
these are normal people. You would guess that these are Goliaths and they're working as a team. This,
Oh, that's why they're not breaking up a sweat, because it's fucking easy for them.
yeah,
Right.
this is like, it's a little bit of effort, but it's not like, oh, this is hard work. This is just like, that's a bit heavy.
Oh, fair enough. Fair play.
And also they're working as a team, so
Mm-hmm.
it's a load.
Will work.
So, you have delivered back the furniture, gotten even more money, which you can split with your new party member if you wish. And as you leave, is there anything else you would like to do?
I think next port of call should be clearing out the basement,
Mm-hmm.
because as all of you may know, we have managed to come across a little a still to make our own effort, so that eases the financial burden a little. And now we need somewhere to make it, and I nominate the Catacombs.
All right, so I think I will prepare that mission for next week.
Cool.
So you guys are going to do that, and you're not going to do any of the Union missions.
Ah man, I don't know about the Union. Have you made the Union missions already? Have you made them already?
It's kind of done so you can do it from either perspective.
No.
Because it is literally you are doing either of the
and we're like, not really interested.
or you can do both.
But the thing, It's not that we're not really interested. It's just the fact that tangling with the Pinkertons, either as an enemy or as an ally, is
You
not
are-
pleasant.
You are entirely entitled to not get involved.
I know,
can just let
but
play
you've
things out.
made it already, and I feel bad.
We could for the union. As allies, and while you lot are helping them, I could join the nature stuff,
What?
and we could earn a bit more money.
We could do that, or we could.
So you're
What
going
we
to
could-
you're going to be stealing from the union.
I did like the idea that half of us take the union job, and half of us take the Pinkerman job, and then we stage a bust up in the
Load
middle
the
to make it
guns
look like we're both doing our jobs, and they get payout from both.
Yeah, load the guns with blinds.
I do quite like that.
I don't use
But if we do that on either side,
WWE someone don't hit them.
there's only one side in which we can use our guns,
Hmm.
and that's if we side with the Pinkermans. If we're siding against the Pinkermans aren't a government agency, but they have enough backing and legal exculpation that they can get away with murder. They've done it before.
Yeah.
Whereas if we're on the side of the unions and we shoot a Pinkerman, we're gone. We're dead.
Mhm.
That's not something that we can come back from.
Yeah.
So, given that that's one side, and the other side is taking blood money from the Pinkermans, I'm not particularly comfortable doing either.
Money
you
is
lot,
money.
You lot could do the take it from do the Pinkerman's mission. But I've got what is it?
I'm not comfortable with it. No.
Not
I've got-
recommend
I've-
doing that.
I've got
No.
expertise in stealth.
No.
Don't. No.
Don't.
You will die.
Mhm.
It is guaranteed. If you go alone into the Pinkerman's office of this city, you will die. Do
Mhm.
not do that alone.
I just don't think it's.
a decline.
Yeah, I think that's just
Okay.
We're not allowed to.
Yeah.
Okay. No, no.
I'm really sorry.
It is fine. This is not an outcome I expected, but it changes things.
It's just that, you've put this in front of a bunch of career criminals that have just come off a real big job, and we don't want to get involved with that.
Okay.
I think I speak for everyone when I
Yeah.
say that.
I mean, money is nice, but
But there's a limit. There's a limit to the conscience
Yeah,
we
but
can
then
bend.
it wasn't a particularly high paid job.
no.
The union wasn't high paid.
Yeah, but the
Well-
Pinkermans, you're getting money and selling your soul at the end of the day. So
Do we want to start inviting people to church on Sundays?
might not be a bad idea if we do want to start actually building the cover. We'll get the catacombs cleared out first.
Bear in mind, your church is in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
Out
But
in
there
the-
are a couple of sort of villagey, suburby towns, aren't there? There's
Well,
one
little,
that's
but they're
not.
not that close to you.
What's really helpful about it being in the middle of nowhere is it's nice for other groups to be able to come to church and discuss their business away from the city.
Mhm.
And away from
Not to
crime.
be neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
I
might be
feel like.
particularly valuable given the situation in the city at the moment.
Has anyone heard the Ballad of John Wick? You know the Continental Hotel.
Yeah.
I feel like we're sort of setting up that, but it's the church version.
I mean, we're also doing the basics of money laundering. We're making legitimate business to clean the money.
Exactly. We are laundering our money, and we will also have a semi-illegal still in the
Oh
basement.
no, fully illegal.
Fully illegal. Oh, it's an illegal still.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Keep it hidden.
That's why it's going in the basement.
In the categories.
So
Yeah.
I will have to next week prepare the basement,
The basement.
the debasement.
The debasement.
So, well, anything else you would like to do in the city? We've got like 5 minutes left, so
Nah, I'm good.
all right then. We'll round off here for tonight then.
Lovely.
Anybody got any questions? Any points you want to raise?
No, I think I'm no.
In that case, let's round off.
XP?
Oh yeah, shit.
Good
Yeah,
point.
that's the thing, isn't it?
Well,
We're not doing my campaign anymore. You actually have a number to give us.
you are rejecting the 2 jobs,
Yeah.
so you get no XP from either of them.
Yeah.
You have completed a session, so that's 100 XP. You might want to note this down as a group, so you get
100 plus.
You have returned the furniture. That's another 100 XP. You have made contact with the Count. You did not see Dr. Ivanovich, though. But he's kind of an asshole, so that's fine.
Mhm.
I'll say another 50. So 250. there wasn't anything else you did this time, apart from your uncle getting in contact.
Oh dear.
But you've acquired a new rogue who doesn't know how to use his disguise kit. And needs to use his disguise kit.
Quite a bit.
I'll give him lessons.
So, thank you for joining us tonight, folks. I hope you have enjoyed. I have been joined by my wonderful players and these assholes. Starting with
Toby.
Edward.
Luke.
Lawrence.
Dave.
and I have been V, and I will see you guys tomorrow for probably some Oblivion Remastered. Since I now have a working mouse. Good night, everybody. Farewell.
Bye.